Whoa, hello pigment. How did they do that? That's crazy. Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we are testing out some viral blushes. These are the pudding pots from SHOPMY, and this is a Korean makeup line that has these little blushes that are quite literally going viral, and we have a lot of things to put to the test to see if it actually is worth it. So let's go ahead and get started. In this video, I'm going to be testing out 6 different shades and showing you which is my favorite. So let's get into it. So what we're going to be testing is if it's blendable, is it highly pigmented and does it have a natural finish? Does it smooth and cover up pores? Is it really multi-use, meaning we can put it on our lips and our cheeks? How long does it last? And is the size of this little pudding pot too small? And we're also going to be putting on all the different shades so we can see which one looks best. Keep in mind, I made a video about low contrast, high contrast makeup looks. So what looks good on me might not look good on you. So if you have lighter skin with really dark hair, you're going to want a different shade than I'm going to want, which I will link that video for you up top if you'd like to check that out. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to just apply all of these one by one, and we're going to figure out which one we like the best. So this is the packaging of these little guys, and they're really fun. They're like glass little jars, and inside we have this very whipped type of blush lip situation. Because of the size of this, I either want to go straight in with the brush and then, I don't know, I'm going to test out a bunch of different ways to apply this to see which way works best. This is the BK Beauty 113 brush. Let's just go straight in with the brush and then on the cheek and see. Okay, so that was, whoa! Hello pigment. This is a very, all right, this color is cherry. It really blends well. You saw that, right? Like, I would say it's very skin-like. You can see how like consistently shiny it is. So I wouldn't call it matte, but I also wouldn't call it cream. Like I would assume in this little pod, let's touch it. I'm gonna show you. So in this pod, I would assume that this is more of like a, I don't know. It's kind of like a dry finish, but when you blend it in, it kind of turns into a powder. How did they do that? That's crazy. I don't have anything like this. Okay, and let's try and remove it on the back of my hand to see if it would actually be long wearing. It would kind of stay. So I'm like really rubbing this off now. And it stays actually. Like I feel like I'd really have to work this off. And it came off eventually. But I feel like that was a pretty good, I would almost call it a stain. That is some pigment. So we're talking about point 1, is it blendable? I would say yes, very blendable, very pretty. Doesn't have any like clumpy finishes. It's just really smooth. Now I'm going to test it on my lips to see if it is multi-use. I have this little like silicone thing from them. It's like a brush, I guess. I don't know. This is so interesting. Very spongy silicone thing. I'm going to just pick up a little bit if it does. It's so weird. Huh. Wow. Oh wow, it really picks up the product. How interesting is that? I don't even have any other words. It's just interesting. It has the perfect amount of creaminess. Wow. Okay, first of all, I wouldn't call this my shade. It's a bit too much. That's really pretty though. What do we think? We're gonna be testing out every color. So again, this is color cherry. These are fantastic. We're gonna keep going with the points that I wanted to make on all of these. Oh wow, look at that stain. Okay. So I would say long lasting. I would say multi-use for sure. It's incredibly blendable. Wow, very, very cool. Also want to know in the comments which one you guys like best, like which color is your favorite. So we've done 1 so far. Let's keep going. This is so fun. I feel like I want to start from the colors I think I won't like as much to the colors I think I will like more for me. If you're a medium contrast or high contrast person, meaning your skin tone and your hair color are quite different. For me, it's quite similar. I'm very like fair and light hair. So I'm going to choose a very soft pink or more orangey red. And you guys who have dark hair with light skin or a super contrasted color, you're gonna pick more of like the deeper shades as of this one that I'm showing you right now, like really dark auburn skin. This would look so good on you. Or if you have really light skin and really dark hair, this is a really good color. It's color Faded. So we're gonna be testing this out. This is so fun. This time I'm gonna use my fingers. It feels so cool. Ah! This is what the color looks like. And you can see it's very warm. It's actually really nice. It's much softer than I was expecting. The color payoff is a lot softer. To take this off. Okay. Wow. Okay, in terms of blendability, it is incredibly blendable. You just saw that in 1 second. With my fingers, I blended this in. It's a lot less berry than the last color. It's a lot warmer. I feel like this is a beautiful color for almost all skin tones, to be honest. Wow, pretty. Do a little bit on this side just for balance. Disappeared into my skin. So far, I'm giving these little pods a 10 out of 10. Because sometimes I don't want a super creamy blush that's like, I want them to stay. You know what I mean? Like people who don't like cream blushes, I get it because they just disappear. If you use a powder or a cream powder in this instance, I don't even know what this is. If you call it a cream, if you call it a powder, it doesn't matter. It finishes flawlessly. This was color Faded and I think it's stunning. So far, I like it a lot better than Cherry on me. 2 down, 4 to go. This next color is color Baddie. This is color Baddie and it's really quite deep. This is what the color looks like on the back of my hand and just blending that in. Going in here, same concept. Okay, I was expecting to actually really dislike this color, but I actually do. I really like this color. A little bit on my nose. I would also normally bring this color blush on my eyelids, so it brings it all together. Wow, that warmed up the face so much. For being a low contrast, using this dark pigment is actually really pretty. You really get to see what color it is when you use your lips. You can see the payoff on my hand from like so much pigment, and that's kind of what matches my lips, but on my cheeks it's so much softer than that. I really like this color. I would also be curious for you guys to do this like in alignment, so say like number 1, number 2, number 3, like tell me your list from most favorite to least favorite colors. I'm so curious. Next up is another deep color. This is color Ambitious, and we're gonna use the same brush, but knock it off because it's very powdery. We can get away with that. If it was cream, I wouldn't be able to use the same brush. Oh, this is very rosy red. I was expecting the other one to look more like, actually, this is what the lid looks like, so I was assuming that this color was going to be very rosy. I would call this Rosy Cheeks. I don't know if you guys saw the viral video that went out about blushes on Victoria's Secret fashion show that the makeup artist disclosed. Everyone thinks that they used a soft pink on the girls, but she actually used a red, and it brought out the life in their face and made it look more of like a genuine cheek color instead of a pink. So that was very interesting. Let's see if we can get a really good red lip here. Actually a big fan of that. Okay. We are reset. Next color we're gonna be testing is color Girls. Obviously it's also red. I kind of feel like I wanna put this one on my hand next to the one that was red so we could really understand the difference here. This is Ambitious and this is Girls, just so you get the difference of the colors. This is the final look of Girls. It's very soft again. I feel like it's so similar to the last one, but it's even more on that orangey undertone of red. So I guess it just goes like whichever red you prefer. They're so similar. Moving on to our last and final color. This is color Without, and she is a color I think I'm gonna love. The lids, I have to say, are a little misleading. I feel like the color in this pod is like the perfect pink that I would personally go for on an everyday basis. So this is without. The color is super soft, like really soft blush pink. So I just want to use that same brush again, get off that product. Yeah, like this is my ideal perfect color. It's soft pink, it's approachable, it's easy, it's effortless, it's still there, it's some blush. Like this is a perfect color. Yes, 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 yes. Color without, that is my favorite combo so far. It's just soft, it's just me. You guys watch my videos, you know what kinds of makeup styles I go for, so soft and natural is kind of like always the one for me. I would almost want to like mix this together and go a little crazy. Let's go with color faded and add a tiny bit. Crazy how much you can layer on here and it doesn't look crazy. One more product from Fui. This is the Rosy Glass. It's like a lip gloss kind of situation. I'm gonna use the same silicone in this pod and just throw it on top. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I've been testing this out. It is so good. It's such a good lip treatment. Like it feels like a good lip mask. Doesn't feel sticky. It lasts a long time. I've been testing this out because I really wanted to be able to tell you when I got here what I thought of this. And it's one that I would wanna have with me all the time. So this is a top lip product of mine now. Quickly go through all my little talking points we wanted to make sure that we mentioned throughout this video so that we can say what we actually thought of this review. Number one, is it blendable? 1,000,000% yes. Highly recommend this. Like it is so blendable. It's so creamy. Is it highly pigmented and have a natural finish? Yes and yes. Does it smooth and cover pores? Yes. I wouldn't say that it makes my pores look any different. Is it really multi-use? 1,000%. Look at my lips and look at my cheeks. I feel like I could put it on my lids as eyeshadow. I could do anything with this blush. How long lasting is it? It's gonna be long lasting, considering the fact that it literally stained my lips and it wouldn't come off. Is the size too small? Absolutely not. These little pods are going to last you forever because you only need the tiniest bit to get it to work. Let's just go in order based off of my favorites and what I thought looked the best. Number one was Color Without. Number two, Color Ambition. Number three was Baddie. Number four, Faded. Number five, Girls. And number six, Cherry. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I had a blast reviewing these blushes for you. I just love bringing these reviews to you guys because if a product is viral, we're gonna get to the bottom of it and figure out if it's worth it. So thank you guys so much for watching. All the products I mentioned in this video are going to be linked in the caption as always. And until the next one, bye.